I'm sure in 20 years I'm gonna be like, I played him one day. Do you remember me?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times studios took insane measures to keep movies' secrets.
I thought it was real.
The marketing was great. You know, everybody wanted to see it before it was even out.
Kassius Soze is a shield, or like you said, a spook story.
This is how bad it is for me. I was told it was a wedding.
For this list, we'll be looking at movies with secrets so big that sometimes even members of the cast and crew were kept in the dark. Of course, we can't talk about secrets without a few spoilers, so consider this your warning. Were these precautions totally justified or way too extreme? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, top secret superhero casting, Shazam.
Say my name.
Billy!
No, not my name. No, say the name that I say to turn into this guy.
Shazam!
When Shazam first came out in April of 2019, fans weren't expecting to be introduced to 5 new superheroes in addition to the film's titular hero, and that was no accident. Director David F. Sandberg didn't want any information getting leaked about the film's final showdown, featuring grown-up superhero versions of Billy Batson's foster siblings, which made casting these adult alter egos a challenge.
I'm sure in 20 years I'm gonna be like, I played him one day. Do you remember me?
Actors auditioning for the roles weren't given scenes from the script to read, but instead read entirely new lines written to give the actors just an idea of their character's personality, without revealing any top-secret plot information. The plan worked as the actors they cast fit the roles perfectly, and the film's finale remained a secret.
I can fly!
Number 9, marketing mysteries and theories, Cloverfield.
Go, 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 go!
During the making of Cloverfield, J.J. Abrams and Paramount wanted to be entirely in control of how much information about the film was made public, and everything released was extremely calculated. The first teaser was created using entirely unique footage specifically to inspire speculation about the film, instead of using clips from the film itself. It was a risky move limiting the information available about the movie, but it definitely paid off. The internet went crazy over speculation about the film, specifically about what the mysterious monster would look like.
What? Oh! Oh no!
This led to packed theaters for opening weekend, as fans eagerly waited to see if their theories were correct.
Tonight's gonna be the best night ever.
Number 8, a post-production funeral, The Dark Knight Rises.
That's detonation.
With audience anticipation at an all-time high, all eyes were on Christopher Nolan and the production of this Batman trilogy's 3rd installment, which made avoiding spoilers pretty tricky. In particular, the funeral scene for Bruce Wayne toward the end had to be handled with great care so that anyone who happened to see the filming process would not leak information about the film's plot.
It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known.
Nolan had the art department create a fake gravestone with the name of another character, Miranda Tate, written on it to be digitally replaced with Bruce Wayne later in post-production. Additionally, Christian Bale was called to set that day so no one would suspect that the funeral was for his character. Number 7, Iron Man's Endgame ending, Avengers Endgame.
And I am Iron Man.
With over 10 years of cinematic buildup leading to this blockbuster film, keeping plot secrets under wraps was a high-stakes task not everyone was trusted with handling.
We're gonna be okay. You can rest now.
The film's most closely guarded secret was the filming of Tony Stark's funeral scene. It was such an important scene that some of the cast, including known blabbermouths Mark Ruffalo and Tom Holland, were told that they were filming a wedding, not a funeral.
This is how bad it is for me. I was told it was a wedding.
Rewatching that scene with this knowledge is a testament to the incredible filmmaking that went into this production. As the somber funeral is so tragic and moving, one would never think it could be mistaken for a wedding. Number 6. Drew Barrymore dies first. Scream.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
Scream was a slasher flick unlike any that came before it, thanks to some carefully thought out and clever subversions of the horror genre itself. The first example of this was early on in the film, but had months of build-up behind it. Drew Barrymore was easily the film's biggest star, and being in all the trailers and posters leading up to the film's release, it seemed like a guarantee she would be the movie's last girl who would eventually survive in the end.
Someone is playing a deadly game.
It all began with a scream over 911.
This seemed so inevitable that when Barrymore's character was killed off in the first scene, audiences were completely blindsided. Her death proved that no one was safe from the killer, not even a major celebrity. Number 5. Bruce Willis becomes ambidextrous, The Sixth Sense.
I see dead people.
Bruce Willis's left-handedness almost gave away one of the biggest plot twists in film history, but luckily he was willing to go the extra mile to keep the ending a surprise. In order to film a close-up shot of Willis circling a passage in a book, the actor had to learn to write with his right hand instead of his dominant left, so that viewers wouldn't notice his wedding ring was missing. The audience wasn't supposed to notice the missing ring until the character himself notices at the end of the film, leading him to realize he's actually dead.
I see people. They don't know they're dead.
Such a small detail could have easily been overlooked, but shows how much care was taken to keep the twist a surprise. Number 4. A frighteningly realistic marketing campaign, The Blair Witch Project.
Where are you? Come on, Josh. I'm getting downstairs.
Everything about this film was meant to blur the line between fictional horror movie and real-life documentary whenever possible, including its downright scary marketing.
I thought it was real.
The marketing was great. Everybody wanted to see it before it was even out.
The movie, though fictional, presents itself as a completely true account of the disappearance of 3 student filmmakers who were searching for the legendary Blair Witch.
I just want to apologize to Mike's mom and Josh's mom and my mom. And I'm sorry to everyone.
The urban legend was made up for the movie, but its promotional website filled with fabricated police reports and interviews about the missing students certainly felt very real. Missing persons flyers with images of the 3 main actors were passed out at screenings, and the IMDb page listed the actors as missing, presumed dead, for a year following the film's release.
Tell me where you are, Josh!
The mystery captivated audiences, and the film was a huge success. Number 3. A cast full of Kassius Sozes, The Usual Suspects.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Criminal mastermind Kassius Soze is as elusive as he is notorious, so much so that the mystery of his true identity even perplexed the cast members of The Usual Suspects.
Kassius Soze is a shield, or like you said, a spook story.
To protect the secret at the heart of the film, director Bryan Singer managed to convince multiple actors that their character was secretly Soze. Gabriel Byrne, who played Dean Keaton, was so convinced he was playing Soze that it led to an argument in the parking lot during filming.
How you doing, Keaton?
I can't feel my legs.
This misdirection ensured that even if information about Kassius Soze's real identity were to be leaked to the public, it would probably be incorrect or misleading information, and audiences could keep guessing up until the film's final reveal.
After that, my guess is you'll never hear from him again.
Number 2. Alfred Hitchcock locks up Psycho secrets. Psycho.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Decades before movie enthusiasts had to dodge spoilers online, Alfred Hitchcock was doing the most he could to keep information about Psycho from spreading to people who hadn't seen it yet. Critics weren't allowed any private screenings before the film premiered, and Hitchcock bought as many copies of the book as he could so no one would know the plot in advance. After Psycho was released in theaters, Hitchcock encouraged theaters to lock their doors so no one would be able to come in late, and recorded a message to audiences imploring them not to share what they had seen with anyone else. To this day, Psycho's unbelievable twists continue to shock and terrify viewers.
You wouldn't be made a fool of, would you?
But I'm not a fool.
Well,
and I'm not capable of being fooled, not even by a woman.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions. Marvel leaks photos of Yondu in Infinity War, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Michael Rooker was brought to Infinity War set to dispel rumors of his character's death.
Yondu, what are you doing? You can't. Yondu!
J.J. Abrams' Khan cover-up, Star Trek Into Darkness. Abrams denied speculation that legendary Star Trek villain Khan would be in the movie.
John Harrison was a fiction created the moment I was awoken by your Admiral Marcus to help him advance his cause.
A smoke screen to conceal my true identity. My name is Khan.
Capturing true amazement, The Goonies. The actors weren't allowed to see the massive cavern set before they started filming inside.
What? Oh my god. Oh,
wow. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. George Lucas keeps his entire crew in the dark. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
He told me you killed him. No. I am your father.
It may be one of the most well-known movie plot twists of all time, but there was a time when only 3 people in the entire world knew who Luke Skywalker's father was. The day this unforgettable scene was filmed, Darth Vader's actor delivered an alternate line,
Obi-Wan destroyed your father,
which was dubbed over with the original line during the editing process. At the time of filming, director Irvin Kershner, Mark Hamill, and George Lucas were the only ones who knew the film's big twist, so it would have been easy to determine the source of any potential leaks. Thankfully, the big secret was safe, and this much-anticipated sequel was able to live up to the hype surrounding it.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.